Hi, today I will show you my new single shadows which I bought from MAC. In my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow swatch video, I showed you those 4 Bobbi Brown single shadows which I bought to replace my old MAC ones. 3 colors were okay, but one of them, which was actually most important for me, the violet color, this Parfait Amour, that one I couldn't really replace because it's eggplant from Bobbi Brown was a completely different color. You may have noticed from that video, as soon as I went over with my finger on the surface, which means as soon as this nice substructure was destroyed, the color looked immediately completely different. And when I swatched it, I realized it's a much darker color than this Parfait Amour, and also completely different tone as well. So I was quite disappointed. And this eggplant I can only apply directly above my lash line instead of black one because it's just so dark. In my single shadow tech video, then I mentioned I might need to stick to MAC one for colorful shades. And I then decided to buy new one of this Parfait Amour because this one was from 2017. But I couldn't find it anywhere online. And later on, it was confirmed by MAC that they discontinued it. So I decided to then go to the MAC store one time and search for something similar to this. I don't have any MAC store near me, so I had to wait, and one time then I had a chance to go to the larger city and visit one perfumery who had a MAC counter. Then I took this Parfait Amour with me to compare and search for alternative. But then one makeup artist there, she found one Parfait Amour in pen form. I was so happy to see that. But then I immediately flipped it over and to see the date. You know, in my batch code video, I mentioned the batch codes of Estee Lauder company stuff are very easy to read. And that was from 2015. This one is produced in 2016, which I bought in 2017. So that was even older than this. But then this makeup artist was telling, actually eyeshadows she is using up to 10 years. It's okay for eyeshadows. But when I have to buy a new one, and this is so old, I was not really happy about. Then I tried a few other colors as well. And for Parfait Amour, I used this because they didn't have any tester for this color. So I just swatched on the back of my hand this one and a few other colors to compare. And there was one color which looked quite similar, that was Atlantic Blue. Although it's matte color, because this one is a frost finish with shimmer. It was actually just blue color, looked very different on the pan. But surprisingly on the hand, it looked quite similar, so I thought that could be an alternative. So I was really thinking between Parfait Amour or Atlantic Blue. I didn't want to let this Parfait Amour go either because I knew I won't be able to buy it anymore. And then I asked her to show me then this Atlantic Blue in pen form as well. And she searched out. And I flipped it over. That was also from 2015. I was speechless. So I was thinking, okay, when my choice is limited to 2015 and 2015, okay, I will go for Parfait Amour. So it's kind of stupid, but that was the reason at the end I decided to buy this old Parfait Amour. So this is here. But I just bought only one, only this item. As I mentioned in this single shadow tech video, I decided to make another custom palette with colorful shades by MAC. So I decided to go for then 4 colors. So one I had already then, and I needed 3 more colors. I mentioned in that video I might want to have one pale blue one, Periwinkle, which was my first single shadow from Clarins. And I also want to have a green color, something like olive green, and another blue color, maybe a little bit darker than Periwinkle. So the rest of them, then I searched online at home later. And as I can't see them myself, I ordered a little bit more. I ordered 7 colors now. So from there, I will select 3 colors, and rest of them I will return, which means I can't really do swatch of all of them. So I will just select how they look like, and after I selected 3 colors, I will then do swatch of all of them. So this is what I ordered from MAC. 7 eyeshadows, 7 single eyeshadows, and also 1 empty palette for 4 colors. The box is a little bit large because I also ordered brush cleanser. But so let's have a look then. So here you are. These are things which I bought. This is empty palette. And this one is Parfait Amour, which I will keep in any case. And from these 7 colors, I have to select 3. So first, let me unpack this palette. It has magnet closer. Actually, when I had it first time in my hand, I had no clue how to pick out those inserts. When I searched around in YouTube, all of videos were something with knife. That one was for something else. But this compact, you can press underneath. Then this is coming up. As you can see, this lower part and top part are a little bit deeper. So you can press either down part or top part. That's coming up like this. This palette doesn't have mirror. I don't think it's as nice looking as the Bobbi Brown one, but this is somehow some kind of minimalistic design, which is also very clean and simple. So then I will unpack those. These 2 are greens. This one is called Humid. This is Frost Finish, which means it's with shimmer. Maybe this is too green. I wanted to have more something like olive. I'm not sure if I can really wear this. This one is called Green Smoke. This one is Luster Finish. One of my old MAC one was also Luster. If you remember, that was not very pigmented. So I guess this one will be something like that as well. But this grayish olive color I really like. And this one is Parfait Amour. And these three are blues. I have to select one of them. This one in the middle, this is Atlantic Blue, which I tried in the shop. This is matte blue color. And this one is called In the Shadows, also Frost Finish. Dark blue color. Maybe it's a little bit too dark for me. Didn't look so dark in internet. And this color is called Cobalt. It's described as bright cobalt blue. And this is Parfait Amour, which I'm going to keep anyway. And this one is called Tilt. I thought this is a little bit of sky bluish color. They described it as violet with blue-green pearl. Well, it doesn't look like that at all. I would more say this is grayish blue or bluish gray. This looks pretty much like gray for me. And this color is actually not something which I really planned for. It's not the colorful shade, it's just gray. It's described as black with silver pearl. I somehow like it. First, I will decide which green of these two I will keep. I think this green is a little bit not my color. Too much green. And this one is this one I like a lot. Even if it's too less pigmented, I have to layer it. I think I will go for this Green Smoke. So this is now selected, and this as well. And from those blue ones, this in the shadow, this was too dark. I don't think I will take this. I just decide one of these two. Although I like this Atlantic Blue quite a lot, this is matte color. I find matte colors a little bit boring. This one is a very light color. I wish I had this one, this Atlantic Blue and shimmer. I really can't decide. Maybe I keep both of them. This Tilt, I don't think I will keep. This is somehow, I'm not sure which color it is, and I also don't like it that much. This one I like a lot, but as I said, this is not a colorful shade. I also have no idea how it will look like on my eyes. So I somehow have to decide. So now there are 5 colors and I have to decide which one should go. By the way, except this Parfait Amour, which is from 2015, the rest of them were all from 2018 or 19. So they are not old. And I just realized those newer ones, they have magnet at the back. And this Parfait Amour doesn't. So I guess I will have no problem of height because this is obviously shallower than other things. I'm not sure if I can remove magnet somehow. I don't think so. Maybe I should place something underneath. This Parfait Amour has same height than other things. Concerning finish, Parfait Amour is frost, Cobalt is satin, Atlantic Blue is matte, Green Smoke is luster, and Night Divine is Velux Pearl. Very interesting, they all have different finish. Somehow I like this Atlantic Blue quite a lot. And this Night Divine I also like a lot, but I'm not sure if I really need. It's a difficult decision. I'm actually also not sure if this Cobalt show up nicely on my eyelid because it's not very dark. So among those 5, which I'm not very sure is this dark gray one, this dark blue, and this one, Cobalt. This Cobalt is very nice color, but it's quite pale. It's much lighter than I expected. But maybe I can just use it as sky blue instead of sky blue. So these 2 are left. Although this one is matte color, I think it's quite nice color. And I actually did swatch before. So this one I think I will keep. That means this has to go. Actually I did want to have colorful shade here, so maybe this gray was not the right place. It's also very nice color though. So this will then go. So those are 4 colors which are left. I just got a few small pieces of papers to put underneath of this Parfait Amour because this one doesn't have magnet underneath. Now it's exactly how I planned this. I have one violet one, I have one more or less sky blue one blue, and one olive green. So, how should I arrange them? Like this, or like this, or like this. I think these 2 blue colors has to be together. So maybe like this. Then I will try to place this in. As I said before, you just place this below. This is coming up. I think this is the magnet. That means when I just place this like this, it's dropping out. Oh, this I didn't think about. So it's not only the problem of height, but this is dropping out. That means I need to stick this together. So I haven't hewn out my tape. I will try to stick it somehow. So now it's sticky in double side. So I'm not sure if it's sticky enough. Okay, if it stays. Maybe this could be a little bit higher. I'll press one more, please. There. Secure it in there. Come on, more, please. So now it looks better. So now it's finally finished. It was not easy, but now I can finally do swatch. So first I will swatch this green one, green smoke. As I expected, it's luster, don't see much. A bit more. I think this looks quite nice. You have to build up a little bit. So now we'll try Atlantic blue with other finger. This is moving around because it's just fixed with magnetic. Ah, this is really nice. It's a little bit violet blue. So let me take another finger. Now cobalt. This is also very nice. A little bit more. It's a bit different blue, more violet and a little bit lighter. And this Parfait Amour I already did swatch before. This is only one which is not turning around. Does it look similar to cobalt? I think so. But this is supposed to be violet and this is bright blue. and this is dark blue, and this is green, olive green. I'm somehow afraid those three colors look quite similar. Hopefully they look different on my eyes. In any case, this palette looks very pretty now. So that was it for today. I think now I have all the colors which I wanted. So together with my Bobbi Brown palette, which was more or less neutral and functional, now I have this colorful MAC palette as well. So I can say my eyeshadow collection is complete. And another nice point of this palette is the lid is transparent. I can see which colors are in there without opening it. So thanks a lot for joining me today. I will see you in next video. Bye!